Hey guys, welcome back to 365 Days of SEO. This is Christian Bullock. Today we're talking about a frequently asked question about SEO, and that is what you should do if you're changing site URLs. What I'm talking about is in terms of keeping the same domain name, but changing around. Maybe you're changing, service offering to services, and maybe even changing up some of your service level names. So when this is being discussed about something that's possibly happening with your website as an SEO or someone that's involved in your online marketing efforts, it's really important that you get involved early in that conversation. A couple things you need to have happen as you're discussing this, and if your website's going to go through this change, is you really need to plan out and sketch out your site architecture. Site architecture is super important. You know what pages at a fifth subfolder level, that's just no good. But what you need to do is just ensure that the site architecture is something that helps in terms of search engines being able to crawl, hit all the pages, and it makes a lot of sense from a user perspective. Very important. Once you plan that out and you pass it around the team as a whole and get some buy-offs and approvals, do it again. Go through it again. Make sure this is exactly the site architecture you want to have in place. And start assigning some subfolder labels based on what your site architecture looks like. The second thing you need to do is really think about shortening up your URLs. This is something that we've been doing a lot of lately with a lot of our clients, and I'm seeing some really great success come from it. What I mean by shortening up URLs is not only trying to get your page at the highest subfolder level as possible, but I'm talking about the actual words in the URL itself. There have been some studies out recently that talk about length of URLs in terms of characters. And there's a little bit of correlative data between a shorter URL doing a little bit better on the search engine result page. Now, that's not to say that this is a big SEO or ranking factor. It's not. But it's something that we're seeing a lot of. I've been doing a lot of it as well, and I'm definitely seeing a lot of great results by shortening up URL, shortening up, bringing up pages on a subdomain or a subfolder level, and shortening up those actual URL page names. I'm seeing some great results out of that. So definitely plan on that. Once you have all that stuff in place, you have your site architecture all written out, you've got buy-off from your team as a whole, you have the actual URLs you're going to be going with. Absolutely positively do not forget when you change over the URLs, 3-1 redirects get in place and have them map page by page. You don't want to have a wildcard go in or every single old URL go just to your home page. Really important to have 3-1 redirect page by page basis so you could transfer over between 95 to 99% of all that old URL page authority to the new page. And you're not doing a lazy way of trying to get all of the old URLs redirected to the home page, because then those new URLs you have are starting really kind of back at square one. You don't want that to happen. So those are the things that you should be really thinking about, planning about, spending a lot of time with if you are changing URLs on your same domain. My name is Christian Bullock, 365days of SEO.com. See you guys tomorrow.